Hi everybody, my name is Sera. This week I'm co-hosting Musicians with Carlos. See you!
Welcome everybody to another live session music lesson webinar with Carlos. Today we'll cover different topics such as ear training, music theory, keyboard skills, chord progressions, and contemporary voicings. We also have some new piano tutorials, so stay tuned and let's get started. Okay, thank you, Sera, for that musical introduction of Drftin. One of my favorite swing tunes by Herbie Hancock. Herbie Hancock has some great songs, and he has explored so many areas, yeah, from world music, from playing with Indian musicians, yeah, and you name it. You know, I've been a fan of Herbie since I was 11 years old. Okay, so that's a long time. So, Drftin, yeah, is the track number 6 of the album Taking Off. It was recorded in 1962. And that album was, it features Herbie for the first time as a leader, yeah, in an album. And the album also features Dexter Gordon, another of my favorite heroes, on tenor saxophone, Freddie Hubbard on trumpet, Butch Warren on bass, and Billy Higgins on drums. So in this song, Dexter takes the first solo, the first chorus. Then Freddie Hubbard takes the next solo, the next chorus, the next couple choruses, I think. One chorus. I'm gonna have to correct myself. And then Herbie takes the last one. In my opinion, of course, I'm very biased. It's my favorite. Okay. Yeah, so maybe in another class, we're going to go through Herbie's songs and we're going to analyze. We're going to see what he does, you know, note for note. Okay, so now, today I would like to do my warm-ups, yeah, and let's work with some scales. I want to do chromatic scales, but I want to do now in a different key. And some ear training workouts. Also, I would like to continue with our basic sevenths workout. Yeah, so that's actually very useful. Very useful. And what else? Also, since we're talking about drifting and we're talking about you know, swing songs, swing tunes. Yeah, let's work with some bebop blues today. And if we have time, I want to continue with my pop chord progression tutorial. Again, I don't know if we're going to have time. Yeah, but at least that's in my mind now. If we finish only half of what I have planned, I'll be happy. Okay, so let's start. Okay, now, Triad Qualities. Yeah, so I'm going to be playing major, minor, diminished, augmented, flat 5, sus4, sus2. And you are going to hear them and tell me what they are. Yeah, so that's going to be our warm-up. I always like to do those warm-ups. Okay, so level 1. We're going to have 2 levels, foundational level and more advanced level. Foundational level, we're just going to deal with the feeling of the chord. Okay, what type of chord is this one? Is it major, minor, diminished, sus4, flat 5, sus2? What type of color? Then I'm going to change keys. I'm going to go to another key. And then I'm going to ask you, okay, what's the color? What's the quality? And you're going to tell me, okay, it's a sus4, sus2, major, augmented. Yeah, and I'm always changing keys. And there is a reason for this. Yeah, I'm changing keys so that we kind of push our musical perception into long-term memory. Yeah, I've talked about this many times. And I think my teacher, Ron Blake, he's at fault. Yeah, because he introduced me to that concept, and it has helped me and has helped so many of my students for so many years. Okay, so here we go. First chord. Okay, what type of chord is this one? I'm going to wait a couple seconds. In this case, we have a major chord, E major. Next chord, I'm even not going to give you the key center. So we're just going to focus on the pure feeling quality, yeah, of the triads. Next one. Diminished. Next chord. So I'm going to let it ring for a little bit. sus2. Next one. Augmented. Next chord. Yeah, let's hear it. I'm going to play again. This is a major flat 5. And let's go to another one. Augmented. And let's do a couple more. Diminished. And one last one. And this one is a sus4 chord. Okay. So we talked about 2 levels, foundational level, and then we're going to go to an advanced level. Okay, so foundational level, we're just focusing on the feeling aspect of the qualities of the triads. Okay, oh, this is a diminished, oh, this is a augmented. Now, next level, we're going to work simultaneously with our visualization abilities. Yes, we're going to learn to see those chords in our mind's eye. That's trickier and that's more difficult because then you're doing a few things at the same time. Yeah, you're perceiving the quality, and that has to be very fast. Yeah, and right after that, you're visualizing that triad in that key, in that inversion on the keyboard or on your instrument. Okay, so here it goes. I'm going to play the first triad, just working together. I'm going to give you the key center, B. So immediately you would know that that's a minor triad. But now in your mind's eye, you're going to visualize B, D, F sharp, yeah, and see if you can see them very clearly. Okay, here we go. We're going to go to another key, E flat. So in this case, it would be a sus2 chord, so you can see the E flat, F, and B flat in your mind's eye. Let's go to another key, A. So we have A. And you would know that this is an augmented triad, so you can see the A, the C sharp, and F on top. Okay, so we're going to continue, and I'm not going to describe the chords anymore. Here we go. D. Diminished, so D, F, A flat. Next one, G. Major flat 5. Next chord, B flat. Sus 4. So in your mind's eye, you can see the B flat, E flat, and F. Next chord, F sharp. Oh, that's a diminished triad, so you can see on F sharp, A, and C on top. And let's go to another chord, A. So that's a major flat 5, so we have A, C sharp, and E flat on top. And one last one, let's go to G flat. So we have an augmented triad. So our notes, G flat, B flat, and D natural. Okay, so then we work at 2 different levels. Okay, so I hope this practice is useful. I actually practice this one every day with different chords and voicing. So it's kind of the same format, yeah, but then it just expands to all the voicings that you're working at, yeah. So we can focus first on the feeling qualities only, yeah, the external, I think, part of the perception. And then we can add our ability to visualize, even to virtualize, yeah, because we also can recall, yeah, the feeling of how it feels to our hand, how that specific chord, that specific voicing, that specific key feels to our hands. And that's actually very important. Okay, now I want to move on to chromatic scales. Okay, I want to do chromatic scales even if it's for 2 minutes. Yeah, very important. Why so important? Because just in one scale we can go up and down. Yeah, the whole movable dose system. Okay, we're gonna sing. Oh, we have 2 levels. We have a foundational level, and then we have more like a practitioner level. Yeah, more advanced level. Okay, so in the foundational level, it's designed to create a memory. Okay, so advanced levels, to me, in my opinion, they don't create the memory. They activate the musical memory that has been created already. Yeah, foundational levels are usually where we chop wood, are when we're creating that memory. Okay, so I'm gonna play left hand bass and right hand. We're gonna play the chromatic scale ascending and then descending. Here we go. Do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, do. Now descending. Do, ti, te, la, le, sol, si, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Okay, so that's our first level. Yeah, foundational level. So we're singing and playing at the same time. And the more we pay attention to the sound while we play, the stronger the musical memory becomes and the faster it gets encoded, if we can use that word. Okay, now we're gonna go to a more advanced level. In that advanced level, we only are gonna play the left hand. Right hand, we're gonna touch the keys, but we're not gonna play. We're gonna sing like this. Do, di, re, and hopefully we're in tune and we can check if we actually did it correctly or we completely went off. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can pull it off. Here we go. Do, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, do. Okay, we are together. So now descending. Do, ti, te, la, le, sol, si, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Okay, so we were in tune, we were together. So as you can see, also this is not vocal training, this is mental training. So if the note is too high, you can just bring it down an octave. So it's always in your comfortable middle range. Yeah? So that's part of this technique. Now, let's do the same. Let's do the same in bass clef. Bass clef. So I'm gonna play a triad now with my right hand. We're gonna sing the chromatic scale in the key of D. We're gonna go up and down, foundational level. We're gonna play and sing at the same time. Here we go. Do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, do. Descending. Do, ti, te, la, le, sol, si, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Okay, so now we're going to take it to another level. We only are going to play the triad with our right hand, and we're going to sing the bass. We're going to touch the key. So we're still creating the feeling, the kinesthetic connection, yeah, of how the key feels like to your hand, but you're going to sing the note, yeah, but you're not going to play. And then we're going to check at the very end if we actually did it correctly or not. So here we go, together. Do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, do. Okay, so we were together. Now we're gonna go descending. Do, ti, te, la, le, sol, si, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Okay, so that was our chord scale workout of the week. Chromatic scale on D. Okay. Now, I want to do some basic ear training exercises. Yeah, ear training. Yeah, that's one of the areas in music that I have specialized over the years. So, I want to work with. Let's start with single notes. Single notes. This actually can be done in all different scale, chord and scale combinations. So here we're just working with major keys. So I'm playing a major key a major triad to establish a key, and then I want to sing one of those notes. But this can be done in all the modes, all the altered modes, symmetrical scales, hold-on scales, blues scales, whatever. Yeah, the process is exactly the same. And it's, as you can see also, it's kind of a micro training, you know, of when you hear, you know, people, you know, singing ba, 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 boo, ba, ba, do, 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 whatever that we can hear, you know, our hands kind of can connect, yeah, with that sound feeling of our minds and just express it. Okay, so let's go through it. Here we go. D flat, we're gonna sing do. Do, and then we check. Next one, we're gonna sing fa. Any key at random. G, we're gonna sing fa. Fa, we check. Another key as random, D flat. Let's go to T. T, and let's go to key of E. We're gonna sing me. Me. See, I'm singing first, I'm playing second. Let's go to G flat. I'm gonna sing La. La, and check. Let's go to, which key should we go? Let's go to B flat. We're gonna sing Re. Re. And let's do one more key. Let's go to D. Now we're gonna sing the fifth, Sol. Sol. Okay, so that was our single note warm-ups. And now I wanna work with some triads. Yeah, I want to work with some triads. So in major keys, we have a 1 major, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5 major, 6 minor, 7 diminished, and that's it. So that's usually what, we would cover in a regular theory class. Yeah, and that's okay. The next level would be, can we hear those triads in all different keys on the drop of a hat? Okay, that's where they immediately, that probably we haven't covered in music classes, unless it's a really good class, or maybe you study privately with your teacher. And that's other places where those skills can be developed. Okay, again, I'm gonna play a triad to establish a key center, and then I'm gonna ask you to sing. Yeah, in this case, Do, Mi, Sol, Mi, Do. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna use the solfege system again for those triads. What is the prerequisite in order to sing those triads? Is just to be able to know your solfege syllables in major, in different keys. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And if I go to another key, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So that is the prerequisite. And I already have done this step too many times. So what I decided to do, I have recorded a set of videos there on YouTube, or they're here in my Facebook page, so you can go and you can practice if you need to develop those skills that are going to help everything else that we're going to do. Okay, so let's start. Let's go, and I'm going randomly from key to key centers, again, to kind of activate our long-term musical memories in relationship to those triads, how those triads sound. Here we go, key of A. We're gonna do 1 major. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. Okay, so far so good. Let's go to the key of B major. I'm gonna sing now 2 minor. Re, fa, la, fa, re. Re, fa, la, fa, re. And let's go to another key. Let's go to G flat. We're gonna sing 3 minor. Mi, sol, ti, sol, mi. And let's go to D flat. Now in the key of D flat, we're gonna sing 4 major. Fa, la, do, la, fa. Relationship to D flat. Let's go to another key. Let's go to the key of A. In the key of A, we're gonna sing the 5 major. Sol, ti, re, ti, sol, and then we can play it in relationship to that key. Let's go to another key. Which key should we go? Let's go to A flat. A flat. Now we're gonna sing the 6 minor in A flat. La, do, mi, do, la. And we have one more triad. We have the 7 diminished. Let's go to the key of B major. Now we're going to play B major triad, and now we're going to sing a 7 diminished. Ti, re, fa, re, ti. And that's how our 7 diminished sounds in relationship to any major key. Okay, so that was good. That was the ear training part of our lesson today. I always like to start with basics, with ear training. Now, let's go to piano skills, keyboard skills. And last week we were working with a major 7 chord, but we only did root position. And I said this week we were gonna work with a first inversion. Okay, so how are we gonna work? So again, there are 2 levels, foundational level, left hand plays root, right hand is gonna build this chord, mi, sol, ti, do, 3, 5, major 7, root. And we're gonna go through a cycle. Cycle is just a way to navigate through all 12 keys. In this case, last week we did cycle of 4, cycle of 5ths. Everybody does those cycles. So let's do something new. We're gonna do cycle of minor thirds ascending. So it's C, E flat, F sharp, A, D flat, E, G, B flat, D, F, A flat, B, and C. Okay. We're gonna build our major 7 chords in first inversion. The first inversion for the right hand, left hand still is gonna play the root. Yeah? So we're gonna build our first inversion right hand chords using solfege, syllables, or intervals. So here we go. Mi, sol, ti, do. Then we play. Let's go to the next key. Let's go to E flat. Mi, sol, ti, do. And I'm always singing and playing at the same time. Yeah, so all the time I want to train my ears. Let's go to F sharp. Okay, mi, sol, ti, do. Mi, sol, ti, do. And now let's go to A. Same pattern. Mi, sol, ti, do. And then we play. D flat. Okay, we're gonna build another chord. Mi, sol, ti, do. And now we're gonna go to the key of E. Now build our chord. Mi, sol, ti, do. And let's go to G. Sol, ti, do. And B flat. Mi, sol, ti, do. Now we're going to the key of D. Mi, sol, ti, do. Together. F. Mi, sol, ti, do. Together. A flat. Mi, sol, ti, do. Together. And B. Mi, sol, ti, do. Together. Okay, so we finished the first part. Okay, so the first part we just play root with one hand and then we build the chord and we're singing at the same time. We also can choose another pattern. We could have sang top down. Do, ti, sol, mi. Yeah, and that's another way of practicing our triads. Okay, so now we're gonna go to another level. We're gonna play the chord but with one hand and then we move on. It doesn't matter, even if it's super low or super high. It doesn't matter. Yeah, what matters is that actually we can play it from one key to another key, and we're gonna shift from left, right, and all spaces, middle, lower, upper. Yeah, we're gonna shift spaces on the keyboard, and we're gonna follow the cycles. So here we go. Everything major 7, first inversion. C, E flat, F sharp, A, D flat, E, G, B flat, D, F, A flat, B, and C. Okay, this is one of the ways that I practice all my close position voicings. Yeah, let's say that I'm working with, I don't know, dominant 13 with a flat 9. Yeah, and then I want to practice my voicing. So it's C, F, B flat, E flat, and so on. Yeah, I would go like this. Yeah, and yeah, it's a great technique. Great technique. Okay. Good. What are we gonna do next? Okay, so now I get some requests. Basic chord progression, and that would be for all my songwriting students and you know, everybody who is starting to work with pop progressions. Yeah, okay, good. But I wanna work in a different key. I wanna work in the key of A flat. Okay. Key of A flat, and let me change here my key. Okay, so we have this progression in A flat. We have a 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 5, 4, 1. Nevertheless, we're gonna use voice leading. Yeah, we're gonna voice leading, which means we're gonna connect all our chords in a smooth way. So we have a 1, A flat, E flat first inversion, back to A flat root, D flat second, A flat root, E flat first, D flat second, A flat root. Yeah, and then above the chord you have the analysis. 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 5, 4, 1. Good. What's next? Next is we're gonna play. Yeah, I wanna play. And we're gonna repeat this progression twice. Yeah, we're gonna use a backup track. So here we go. In A flat. One, 2, 3, and so I wrote everything in whole notes. Why? So that you can rhythmicize on your own. Yeah, then with whatever track, yeah, that you're practicing with, you can explore with different grooves. Now I want to do the same progression, but in first inversion. Okay, so here we have this this chord progression, but now we're going to start. Our first chord is going to be in first inversion. Then we have E flat, second inversion. A flat first. D flat root. A flat first. flat second, D flat root, A flat first. Okay, for all my former students who are now teaching piano or teaching guitar, this is a great way, yeah, of exploring our chords with all your students in all different keys, yeah, which is there are so many songs that have only 3 chords, yeah, and that's great. Okay, 3 chords, but they come in all different configurations. So we can take that chord and we can start in one position, go through the whole chord progression and end up on the same position. So we explore a certain voice leading area on your instrument. Yeah, so I like actually this way of practicing, and this is great for everybody who is starting with their chord progressions on the keyboard. Okay, so we're gonna play twice, and you're gonna do your own rhythm. Here we go. One, two, three, and. Now we have one more voice leading sequence. We're gonna start now in second inversion. We're gonna go through the whole chord progression. We're gonna end up on second inversion. Okay, so let's check it out. A flat second, E flat root, A flat second, D flat first, A flat second, E flat root, D flat first, and A flat second. Okay, now we're gonna play. One, two, three, and. Once more, A flat. Okay, excellent, excellent. So we did our pop progression, yeah, and we work with this progression 1-5-1-4, 1-5-4-1, yeah. Now I want to explore now some bebop blues progression, and here we go. That's going to be the last part of our segment. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that was a jazz blues or bebop blues progression, yeah, in the key of C. And now I want to play the same progression but in the key of F. It's a brand new arrangement, different bass line, different voice leading. Yeah, so thank you to Sera Joe that did those videos in all 12 keys, if you can believe it, all 12 keys. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. So thank you, Sera. Okay, so no, we're not gonna do B flat yet. That's next week. This week we only have time for one key. Okay, so one key. So instead, let's start with blues in F. Okay, blues in F. Okay, so what do we have here? We have our blues in F. You know, this morning I thought I should analyze this chord progression, but I forgot. So I'm gonna just analyze it on the fly. So we're in the key of F. We have a 1-7 going to the 4-7. Then we're gonna go back to the 1-7. So then we have a 2-5-4. 2-5-4. Then we have a 4 diminished. Then we're gonna go back to the 1. Oops, what did I do? Now we have a 2-5-2. 2-5 minor 7. Then we have a C7. Then we have our turnaround. 1, 6. It's not a 6 really. It's a 5-7 of 2. 2, 5. Yeah. Sometimes we call it the 6-7, but that's not the right analysis. That would be actually the best way to learn how to transpose to 12 keys. Yeah, there was a famous jazz music teacher many years ago. I don't know if you remember him, John Mehigan. Yeah, and then all his books had that type of symbology. Instead of actually writing like the Berkeley style of chord scale harmony analysis, which is extremely useful, yeah, he was more interested in having more like a pop symbology, yeah, that would allow the pianist or the guitar player or the bass player, yeah, to transpose, yeah, in his instrument to all or her instrument and to all 12 keys. Okay, so that's our chord progression. Now, that would be our chord progression, but with extensions. Now, Sera Jo was using 3-note voicings for her right-hand comping pattern. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the same. I'm going to use 3-note voicings, yeah? We're going to use them with our left hand, yeah? But just the first pass. Why don't we do the first pass playing those chords? And I'm going to play the root with my left hand so we can hear them. So F, B flat, F. Now we have a C minor, F, B flat, B diminished, F, A minor 7 flat 5, D7 flat 13 flat 9 in this case, G minor 7, C7.
7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7.
6, 2, 5, 1. Okay, so let's play. Let's play and let me get my backup track. Okay, good. Let's play. We're going to repeat this progression twice. And we're going to play with our left hand only. Remember, everything is written with whole notes and half notes. Why? So you can practice your own anticipation, your own rhythms. Yeah, but still, it's much easier to read all our voicings this way. So why don't we start? 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, good. Now we're gonna go to 4-note voicings. 4-note voicings. Okay. So now I'm gonna play the voicing with my right hand so we can hear them in context. Why don't we play together? Okay. So now we have the complete extension, yeah? So now with 4 notes we can do that. With 3 notes sometimes we have to omit a note, yeah? And just imply the complete sound. So here we go. F7, 39. B flat 7, 39. Back to F7. So then we have a C minor 7, 9. F7, 39, B flat 39. And we're gonna go to the B diminished with a 9th. F7, 39. A minor 7 flat 5 straight. D7 flat 13 flat 9. G minor 7 9. C7, 39. Then we have the turnaround. F, D7, G minor, and C7. So now we're going to practice. We're going to play this with our left hand. And here we go. Let's play. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, and I want to do one more thing. I want to work now with my 2-hand voicings. Okay, 2-hand voicings. So that would be the first voicing for F. Yeah, and we have everything, 39. And we're going to go to B flat. Very nice. We have voicing in 4ths. Then we go back to F. C minor 7, playing with a harmonic rhythm. I'm just going through each chord by each chord. F. Now go to B flat 7. And B diminished. Oops. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a 9 and even an 11 on top. Back to F. We have an A minor 7 flat 5. D7. G minor. C7. And now we have our turnaround. F. D, G, C, or it can sound. Good, so now we're gonna play. Yeah, let's play with our drummer and bass player. 2, 3, and... Okay, that was fun. This type of work we should do in all 12 keys. I don't know if we're going to have time, but that would be great if we can actually work with our 3-note voicings, 4-note voicings, open 6 voicings in all 12 keys. Oh boy. Okay, so I think it's time to say goodbye. So thank you for being with me in this live broadcast. We covered a lot of material and we're going to continue to do so in our next class. I'll see you next week, same time, same channel. Until then, have a wonderful week. Practice your instrument every day and listen and play lots of good music. See you.